creativity. It's something that most of us have. It shows that you have potential. It shows that you could really you could really make it in the future. Now, what would you do if you started off making stuff and on a website where you can make anything and you can see other people's projects, enter it, change something, and then upload it and give credit? Now, what if you went on that sort of website and made stuff? You would probably think, "Wow, this is gonna be a good career for me." Now, it doesn't have to be a career. It doesn't have to be anything. You could really just be making this stuff for fun. Now, what would you do if who someone has potential adds random voiceovers with credit? For the first time, you'd probably think, "Ugh, I don't like this. I want to report it." But then the more he keeps doing it, the more you realize he just wants to make voiceovers. Or she, I don't know. Now, what if they do it so much where it just annoys you at this point? That is why I've cut ties with Oxtail recently. Now, I haven't fully cut ties, it's only halfway, but Oxtail told me to make this type of video. So, I'm going to explain why Oxtail needs to stop doing what he's doing. Alright, this all starts when I was active on Scratch. Now, Oxtail's first project on Scratch was related to an old station that I've decided I'm no longer working on. He decided to add a voiceover to it, which I thought was very cool. And he continued to do stuff like that, and I thought it was cool. So we've done one collab. Then when he did a lot of voiceovers, I just asked him nicely to calm it down. Then on one day, I don't remember what it was about, but we got into an argument, which uh got my account blocked for 3 months. And yeah, I don't know what it was about, but let's just say it kind of affected my mood for it kind of permanently affected my mood. Not permanently, but it was I don't I don't like Scratch anymore. So my account got blocked for 3 months because I was probably saying weird roasts. I don't know, roasts. It was roasts, which pretty stupid, but yet also wrong. Um, his account got banned, so I thought, well, that's it. And when my account got unblocked, I just continued my life. And then, when I was on Panzoid, the first project I saw, wait, no, not project, or animation, whatever, but what I saw was something related to my creation, but it was changed to BBC instead of ABC. And it was by this dude named Oxtail 14. I was like, strange, but I'll give him a follow. So I followed him. And then for life on, when he. Now, this is when drama starts again. He started removing network affiliation logos like the NBC Peacock, the CBSI, and ABC logos from my creations. And it wasn't my creations, too. It was also Michigan's creations that were also getting the gray television treatment. I thought this was very stupid. So I decided, hey, Oxtail, stop doing this. And then I found out this was someone I knew. It was, believe it, The same dude on Scratch. Yeah, I when I found that out, I was like, my account's done. This is it. Before he decided, I'll stop doing that. And so we were chilling. Then more controversy happens, more stuff like that. He starts fighting with the Panzoid drama starters. That's what I call them. And we go all the way to today when this happened.
Live from KCBN 12, the news station. 12 News starts now.
This is when I snapped because I listen. As much as I like sharing creativity with people, showing people how to do this, making this for people, blah blah blah. Doing that to something that actually took me like hours to make. And trust me, you might think with my stuff it's like, oh, it's simple. Like it probably takes them 5 minutes. Well, probably not that, but like somebody out there is gonna think that the stuff I make it quickly. That's somewhat the truth, but also no. Animation takes time. And when someone just adds random audio that you never want associated with you, that just makes your blood boil. And that made my blood boil. So I want to take time to show Oxtail that when it comes to stuff like this is not okay. Now listen, I will show you. I'm talking to you, Oxtail. I will show you how to make like animations. We're gonna start off easy, then we're gonna end hard. It's just gonna be that simple. But when you do stuff like this does not make me want to be friends with you. This makes me so extremely mad that I don't even know how to explain it. I really hope you understand that because the stuff I make, it takes time. And it takes time to make stuff. Like, I don't know how else to explain this, but animation takes time. And when people rush me to make stuff, makes me sad, depressed, and mad. And when people, especially Oxtail, add voiceovers to that, makes me ticked off. And when people just re-upload it, like re-upload the whole thing I made, I just don't know how to explain the anger I feel. But I deal with it. But when this is like the millionth time you add random voiceovers to my stuff, I can't anymore. I can't. So I will explain to you, Oxtail, briefly why I don't like the stuff you do. Like adding voiceovers. Well, first, I can add my own voiceovers. But when I make stuff with voiceovers, sometimes you even add your own voiceover when there's already a voiceover in the thing I make. And mostly the things I make have no voiceover. But you just add a pointless voiceover that like sounds horrible. Second, the drama. I know I'm not a part of it, but just like stop feeding into the drama. Like fighting fire with fire will just make it worse. And third, referencing me when I don't want to be referenced. You do this a lot, and even sometimes, just like when you don't do it, and when you like bring people into stuff that's like pointless, it's like, why did you do that? And fourth, the last thing, sometimes when you tell me to do stuff, it sounds like a threat. So please change that. Like, I don't need to explain why, just change it. Alright, I feel like that's all I need to say to you, Oxtail. Bye. Oh, yeah, I forgot this. You cannot spell any of my friends' names right. You can't even spell my name right. Apparently, since my username is AC1211, AC1211 became AC1231. Scootry became Screwtree. Michigan Panzoid became Minutes Panzoid. And Not Lakia became Not Laka. How did that happen? How did that happen? Man, listen, I don't know if you have something that gives you makes you not able to spell, but you've claimed you're 14 before. I don't think a 14-year-old who should know how to spell properly spells Michigan as minutes. I mean, again, I don't know if you have anything that just like makes you not spell correctly, but I don't think a 14-year-old spells that bad. But hey, I'm not 14, so I mean I don't know what it's like.